live. And now I'm going live. All right, this is it. 12:28 p.m. Monday, July 29th. I am live. I am off work. I am hungry. And I am eating chicken breast from Sam's Club. I was pre-cooked. And I'm dipping it in ranch. And I'm washing it down with black coffee. Because I'm an animal. I'm looking over at my other camera. The wide angle view seems to be drifting because of how I have it mounted. It's kind of frustrating me. I don't think I should mess with it right now. Anyway, I am live. I have no viewers. I'll do a pop-out chat. You never know. If something happens, maybe I'll see it. I don't want too much dead space in these live streams because I really don't want to edit much. And to avoid editing, I just have to fill all of the silences with words. And in this case, chewing. Not. It might take a minute for me to get through this. So my last stream, I was not perfectly happy with the audio volume levels coming out of the stream box. I believe I am currently, well, I have no idea what I'm at in terms of gain and all that. And so I'm not even really without, I think 45 is what they set the pod mic to at baseline. So as long as I don't want a whole lot of chewing going on. So I think I'll probably set it, I think it's 50 actually. So the pod mic is set to 50 of gain. I'm not going to do 50, but what I will do is I will change maybe my master compeller here. And I might increase the gain on this just a touch. Volume on whatever you're watching this on. If it's on your iPhone, I want max volume to be just too fucking loud for the majority of situations. I would like an ideal volume to be somewhere around the middle or just above the middle. I do not want somebody to have to crank their phone up to max just to hear it under normal circumstances. I think I've solved that problem for the most part. We're getting a new Rodecaster box. The chicken is good. I think I'm going to quit eating it, though. Because I'm kind of taking my head out of the game here. So, this is for you, Jake. This is only for you. Welcome to the show. What do you want to do here? You want to talk about the same shit you write in your notebook? Not really. Not all of it. I do go into some detail in the notebook. The notebook is beneficial because when I use pen and paper, it really slows me down. And I can think thoughts through. So for practical thinking, the notebook is good. For like trying to think through, should I buy this thing? Should I, take my family here? Where, if I'm trying to solve a problem that's big, a meaningful problem, the notebook is good. If I'm trying to be creative and I don't know, come up with something funny, witty. I think I need some speed for that. Sometimes the notebook it hinders me in that way. So this is more of a natural balance. I don't know. I think this method is going to help me maybe find some other things in my brain that are funny, cultivate some other things. The microphone sounds pretty good to me in my brain, in my headphones. I'm bumping right where I want to be. The noise gate seems to be okay in terms of me eating a ton of food and not having to have you guys hear it all. I mean, I don't know. I say you guys like you guys are actually watching. There's not really anybody watching. So I'll mess with the noise gate a little bit. I don't want to mess with the high pass filter. The de-esser seems okay, maybe. The de-esser I could maybe I turn the de-esser down a little bit. Way down. De-esser. De-esser. Oh, if you turn it up and then it's de-esser. All right, well, that just kind of mutes everything. So I want a little bit of de-essing going on, but not a ton. Oh my gosh, de-essing going on. And then a ton of ratio on my de-esser. I don't know. Ratio, de-esser. How do my S's sound? Slitherly. S's sound slithery like a snake. The compressor seems to be doing pretty good. I've got the gain on the compressor cranked up a little bit. I could do a higher ratio on the compressor. 3-to-1 on the compressor. I don't know. That sounds okay to me still. Might have changed something. But I can mess with this shit all day long. And that turns into basically all I do is mess with this stuff, production stuff. I produce, learn how to produce, I learn how to run the box, I learn how to run the cameras, I learn how to do all this crap. And then before you know it, I've made 15 million videos of me just doing that. And I haven't actually made any sort of content, anything meaningful. I just opened up an old forum here, not a forum, but an old live stream that was all screwed up. I guess I can edit this in the studio. The last one I did was soloed, but it still had the old title on it. So it still said it was with Gus. Yeah, and even right now, the description is inaccurate. So I'll change the description of that. So that last live stream is going to be, really, it was just me solo with my new equipment. Equipment. Solo with my new equipment. First stream. Jed and Bailey were on chat. Very nice. I don't know how to spell your name, Bailey. I always screw it up. Ah, shit. I was going to actually have him come over. Kind of late now. And, oh no, what happened? Auto-generated my thumbnail. That's fine. Playlist. Needs to be Imposter Syndrome podcast playlist. There we go. And it's not made for kids. That's great. Customization. No, I don't want to discard changes. Ah, fudge. Dang it. All right, let me go back. Description was solo live stream with Jed and Bailey on the chat, messing with new equipment. So this right here, this is useless in terms of me recording this, right? Like, why? I don't know if anybody's going to find value in this. Maybe my great-great-grandson. If you do, that's awesome. I wish I could meet you. I really do. And I want to make sure I put that in the correct playlist. Done. And then we'll save before I get out of here. Cool. And then I can go to customization. And, the live chat replay, sure. Editor, don't want to mess with that. Subtitles. And English. Well, I'm not going to type my own freaking subtitles. Well, I'll leave that be. Anyway, moving back to YouTube. Let's see. It's 12:38. It's Monday afternoon. Got out of work very early today. It's a very, almost unusually early for being pre-call. I think I was out of there by like 9:45. I went to the gym. Had just a very light workout. Barely even would call it a workout. Almost embarrassing. But I haven't gone and actually done any physical activity in so long that I want to make sure that I'm not, disabling myself because I wanted to max out on freaking bench press after not going to the gym for 6 weeks. I think that's a quick way to not go back to the gym for a while. I did shoulders anyway. After that, I went to Sam's, got the chicken breast that was mentioned earlier. And now I am here doing this. Because today, besides work today, we did find a car that we're very interested in buying. This is a 2020 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro in Army Green. Problem is, it's in freaking Fort Walton Beach, Florida. So this thing, it's a nice looking truck. The pictures that I've seen of it it's very clean. The Army Green is, I don't know if that was specifically a TRD Pro color or if that Army Green was just rare, but you don't see a lot of them on the road. Here it is. 2020 TRD Pro Sequoia. They want today's price, $46,900. Can you believe that? It's 2026 right now. And this is a 6-year-old truck. 7 if you really think about it, because the 2020s were kind of getting put on the lot in 2019. Nearly a 7-year-old truck. They want $46,900 for it. And here's the other thing. It's got 103,000 miles. I suppose I could hook the computer up so you guys could see what I'm looking at, so I can see what I'm looking at. I don't know where that adapters. Yeah, this freaking camera keeps sliding, man. Between that, I need to actually have some real camera stands. Oh, that's not what I want. That's USB. Dang, bro. I want. Where is my dongle, yo? Here's a dongle. All right, so now we should have a picture-in-picture type situation. See, with that being the way that it is, now there's this weird gap in this recording of history where I don't think you could see anything or hear anything. But this, let's verify that this is what we're seeing here. Yep, that's me. And I kind of need to be further over. So I'm more scented. Anyway, all right, yeah, let's get rid of this. Now you're seeing the entire computer screen, which is all right. But looking at this truck looks pretty good to me. Army green, TRD Pro Sequoia. It's got the 5.7 liter V8. The TRD Pro, this is a premium off-road trim package. You can see here this square little headlight. This is that's a Rigid fog light. Rigid is the brand, I believe Rigid. And that's unique to the TRD Pro. These LED headlights might be unique to the TRD Pro. Those look good. Then, of course, you got the Toyota on the front grille. And then this little square right here is the radar for the cruise control, the adaptive cruise. This is actually before it was cleaned up. So this is kind of a dusty photo of the truck. Kind of highlights the BBS wheels right there. So those are BBS forged wheels. Those are very strong wheels. I believe they're lightweight. They're 18s. There we go. Got some Michelins on there. What, 275, 65, 18s. And they look kind of fresh, to be honest with you. I can't really see the tread itself, but the rubber compound on that Michelin looks like it's actually kind of fresh. There's the back end of it. I'm not seeing any obvious scratches from these photos. I can't see any of the mechanical stuff on this. Can't see any of the engine bay. The interior doesn't look that bad. I mean, it doesn't look like there was a car seat mashed into the back of that, which when we get it, there's going to be. And look, these photos were taken from outside the freaking window. They didn't even open up the door. Look at that. I've got some other photos that are on my phone. So yeah, we're interested in this. We want a third car that's going to give us the ability to, I don't know, just have that SUV, that utility of the SUV. We've currently got my truck, the Tundra, which is an amazing truck. I love that thing. And it's great for road trips. But with the two kids in the back, and we got the young one, she's under a year old, and she, a lot of times, mama has to go back there and spend some time with her. And that's kind of tough in general. It's still going to be tough in this vehicle too. But the thing is with the Tundra is anything that's in the cab has to be on the floorboards between the front seat and the rear seat. So she's got to step over coolers and bags and all this junk. Whereas if we're in this, we'd be able to easily move some of that stuff behind her. She would have access to things behind her. And it would be, we assume it's going to be a little bit better. And finding one that's at a decent price that has a good Carfax and a good color, that's not that easy. I say that. I mean, I guess it took us a day to find this one. I'll pull the Carfax up on here. Regular oil changes, that's a big deal in these Tundras. 21 service history records, 3 previous owners. My gosh. 3 owners. I guess I didn't realize that. All right. Owner number 1, Panama City, Florida. Let's look at the original window sticker on this thing. I thought I had a chat window going here. Maybe I have to keep the creator thing up. Oh, shit. Hey, Trevor. You are... Okay. I have fans. Sounds good. I don't know what you're referring to exactly. Let me move this out. Pop out chat. I think I need to keep the studio tab open, though. Sorry if you bailed, Trevor. Yeah, you bailed. Thank you for joining. Appreciate that. Ugh. All right, now back to the Carfax. Oh, we're here. Great. Oil change. 5,000 mile oil changes. That's good. That's a big deal. Fuck, these 10,000 mile oil changes are not what you need. Panama City, Florida. I think that's better than a Rust Belt car. Window sticker. You're right. Thanks for keeping me on there. Uh-oh. Let's try again here. Window sticker. Come on now. All right. Can't get the window sticker. I'm guessing the MSRP on one of these new is probably close to 60 to 65. Sequoia. Eh, 65. When new. Yeah, the freaking car market. I don't want you to know it's the same price as it was. No, I don't think it's the same price that it was. They're asking $46,900 for this thing. It's got 103,000 miles. And that's a lot. It's a lot for not a lot for a Toyota. I bought my Tundra with a shitty Carfax, and it had 109 on it when I bought it, and now I'm at 170. Really had no problems with it that would keep it off the road. I did do wheel bearings I guess it was last weekend. We put rear wheel bearings in it. They were just growling, but the thing was still rolling. Now, I did put a shitload of mods on this thing, but those were not necessary. Hard to find a Sequoia, man. These things are very hard to find if you want one that's like in decent shape and not clapped out. Like, you can find one that's got 260,000 miles on it. That's a 2012. That's just clapped out, and they want $8,000 for it. You're going to get that. Or you have to get, well, actually, this one's probably the most reasonable one we found. There's a couple out there that are like still newish, like a 2022 with, I saw one, it was a 2022 with 11,000 miles on it. They wanted $65,000 for it. New suspension on your 4Runner. Yeah, you need that 4Runner. That thing's just a legend just because it's still going. You can get some Bilsteins for it. Bilstein 4600s, 5100s maybe. New shocks make a huge difference. It's crazy. Anyway, I think we are actually going to go down there. We are going to try to pick this thing up, and this will be our third car. We're not going to trade for it. But, I mean, looking like, yeah, this is a lot of money to spend on a car that's older. But it is a Sequoia. It's not like I'm buying a 2020 Expedition. Like, how much is... I mean, for frick's sake, how much is a new TRD Pro Sequoia? A new one. Brand new. It's 58. That's not it. This one, we were going to buy this one. It was $10,000 more, but it's, we found it on the ride home from Poplar Bluff. We were like, shit, we might need to buy this thing because it looked very good. And the Carfax on this one was tight. Arizona truck, regular oil changes. I think it had one owner, maybe two owners, but like all in like the desert. It was going to be a rust-free fucking layup. Yeah, I even think it had radiator flushes on it. But when we got home and I was like, I'm ready to punch in this stuff on the bank, and it said somebody is in line to purchase this. Oh, snap. Look at this one. Purchase in progress. Of course it is. This blue, this is Voodoo Blue. I'm getting distracted. Voodoo Blue Tundra. Yeah, that's nice. Anyhow, if you want to buy a new TRD Pro Sequoia, I mean, I think that starts at like 85 grand. 2026. The 26 Sequoia starts at 65 grand. Starts. So we're saving some money. We're being pretty darn conservative in terms of money, even though we're buying an older car that should be bulletproof. So the move here would be to get this here Sequoia and just get it. We need to get it. And then we have a GX 460 with under 100,000 on it. We have a Sequoia with just over 100,000. Then we got my truck, the Tundra, which has 170, right at 170,000 on it. We have three pretty much bulletproof trucks. The only problem is we're going to be spending half our freaking salary on gas. But once we get this thing into the equation, then we can work on moving out of the GX, which is just too small for what we need. The color is beautiful. If you're actually, both of these colors are badass. The blue is, the Voodoo Blue is nice. I really like that. But this Army Green, also nice. Then we'll move out of the GX and from there into something a little bit different. So I don't know if maybe we would get Kaylee a baller truck, because I didn't want to do that. Dude, getting a baller truck, like a brand new Expedition, they're sick. But it was like driving an iPad. We drove a Tremor. It was a 26 Expedition Tremor. I don't know if we had the max or not, but I think the MSRP on that thing was like 96. And we couldn't figure out how to fucking do anything in the truck. Like it was like trying to learn a whole new computer to figure out how to turn the air conditioning up and turn this air conditioning up, the volume up. You know, the steering on it looked very strange. I don't know if it was a fully electronic Raptor Bronco. Too small. Raptor Bronco would be too small for the babies, although it would be very sick. I wanted a Raptor. I wanted to do some dumb stuff and just straight up go to the car lot and be like, we want the Expedition and we want the Raptor. Make it happen. And we didn't do that because we didn't want to be retarded. But if we have a Sequoia that's bulletproof and my truck that's mostly bulletproof, we can get rid of the GX and then take a risk on a baller truck later. But I didn't want to throw all my eggs into an Expedition that's going to need a freaking software update in order to make it drive down the road, or have a transmission blowout and that be our only vehicle to get us around. Like, I feel like a retard doing that. I'm saying that word a lot. I don't know if that's allowed to all of my viewer. Yeah, I think this is... The other thing about these trucks are I'm kind of, by default, made myself a bit of an expert on it. So if there is something wrong with it, I can probably figure it out pretty damn quick. Once I start going into Fords and stuff, I don't want to figure those out. Not yet. I think I can pretty confidently see that this one's a good truck. Back to the Carfax. Let's see. Did they flush the transmission at all? 100,000 miles. If there's a transmission flush on this bad boy, that's a good truck. Oil, filter, oil. Good. Keep changing the oil. Keep changing it. Registration, yada, yada, yada. Oil. Good. Keep that oil fresh. Owner 2, 2023. Alignment. Tires balanced, mounted. Okay, had a tire balance. 60,000 miles service performed. All right, what is the 60,000 miles service? Toyota. You know what? Maybe I can ask Gemini. Let's try this. Can I go live? All right, sweet. Gemini, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. How can I help you today?
Sweet. All right, I need to know what is the 60,000 mile maintenance from Toyota's service schedule for a 2022 Toyota Sequoia.
For a 2022 Toyota Sequoia, the 60,000-mile maintenance typically includes several key things. You're looking at fluid replacements like differential and transfer case fluid, as well as replacing spark plugs for better engine performance.
That doesn't
It also
sound right. That doesn't sound right. They don't do spark plugs until 120,000.
You are correct. Spark plugs don't typically get replaced until around 120,000 miles on the 2022 Sequoia. My apologies for that. The main items for the 60,000-mile service include propeller shaft lubrication and retorque, replacement of the cabin and engine air filters, and engine oil and filter change, among various inspections.
All right, so they inspect. You're done, Gemini. You're done. Stop listening. Let's see. What a waste of my time, Gemini. I still had to Google it anyway. Now there's an official like maintenance schedule. Toyota 60,000 mile service 20 Sequoia. I like Gemini because it works with my Gmail and Google. Like I'm already invested in Google. I'm on YouTube right now. So Gemini is Google. It all works together. I just picked Gemini because it's all one. ChatGPT might be better. I really don't know. I mean, obviously it was wrong right there. That pissed me off. I should not be smarter than Gemini. I'm simply a human. And this shouldn't be that hard to find. It's in the manual. In the owner's manual. If Toyota did it, they're not going to do a transmission flush because Toyota will say that it's a non-serviceable transmission. You're not supposed to. They say that it's good forever, but that is not true. Toyota Tundra maintenance schedule. Maintenance schedule. Let's see. This is kind of what I was looking at. Yeah, it goes all the way out to 100,000. And at 60, oh, this is kind of a big one. Driver's floor mat, got to do that. Wiper blades, retorque propeller shaft, cabin filter, engine air, rotate the tires, yada, yada, yada. This is just a big old inspection, so it's kind of a waste. All right, so cannot confirm that the transmission was actually flushed or anything. I keep changing that oil, though. Keep changing that oil. Personal vehicle. Damn it. Power steering flushed and changed. Okay, appreciate that. Brake fluid flushed and changed at 103. Good. All right. But they didn't do the coolant. You got to do the coolant. You got to do it. It's going to eat away them seals, bro. All right, so if I get this thing, it is for sure, it's going to need coolant flush. Probably going to need transmission drain and fill. At the very least. And it could benefit from spark plugs, although my truck, I have not changed the spark plugs in it, and it seems to be doing fine. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Should I get a brand new truck or should I get this used Sequoia? Because Kaylee wants full-size SUV. So if we get a full-size SUV, our options are basically Suburban, Expedition, Tahoe, or whatever. I guess there's an Infinity. We have a Nissan. Well, we don't have an Infinity dealer. We have a Nissan dealer, so that would be the Armada. How much is a Nissan Armada? My neighbor has a Ford Maverick. Just bought it the other day. It's green. Caesar. That guy is from San Lucia. He's going to get his citizenship. Actually, he's been working on that for a couple of years. He just bought a Ford Maverick. His wife's a doctor. He is a handyman, the island handyman. He painted Phoebe's bedroom. So, yeah, I drive a Maverick. I mean, I don't want to, but I could. Nissan Armada. Look at that. 2026 Nissan Armada, 4-wheel drive. The Infinities look pretty good. Oh, yeah, this looks good. I think they did well with the design on this Armada. Although there was one that I've seen. Been to his homeland. It's a shithole. Well, that might be a reason why he's here. I saw one of these Armadas. It was a Nismo. Yeah, look how dumb this looks. I don't know if you're watching this or just listening. Look how dumb this car looks, man. This is the Armada Nismo edition, which Nismo, like, you know, you're thinking Nissan GTR, a Nissan Z. It's a track car. Look, they put this body kit on there. Even the Nismo edition, yeah, like, this doesn't do it justice. This looks way worse in person because the wheel offset is goofy. You can see on here, like the wheels are offset inside the fender there, which is great. It's quieter and it keeps the paint looking good, but it looks so dumb. It looks so silly. I don't know who would buy this over another version. It's 4-wheel drive. It's not. Well, thank you for trying, Nissan. I'll give you that. And that's 80 grand. God dang. 80,000 bucks. What can I get? So for 10 grand more than I'm looking to spend, 58 for an extra 10 grand, I can get this. Brand new. Doesn't look too bad, but I bet you I can't get it in 4-wheel drive for what am I looking at spending? It was 40. It's like 47. So, yeah, we're already at 61. Yeah, see, this is the rear-wheel drive. I want the 4x4. So, a base model Armada 4x4, 64 grand. I would have to drive one, or at least sit in it, and then let Kaylee sit in it. This is kind of a more narrow rig. But this is a 26. I wonder what they've got here in Jonesboro. Before I start driving to freaking Florida, let's look at, I think it's Central. Because that's the one thing that keeps going in my mind about, I keep repeating it in my mind. I'm looking to buy a 2020 TRD Pro Sequoia. Great car. 100,000 miles. Really not that big of a deal. But I'm about to drive to Florida to get it. And I'm about to pay a premium for that confidence, that peace of mind. Is there something, I want to make sure there's nothing in the new market that I might be overlooking that could be as cool as that. So this is Central Nissan here. Let's see, what do they got on the lot? What do you want from me? You want to know my location? Get out of here. Get out of here, bro. Let's look at the inventory. New inventory. Let's just go straight up and see what's new. And model. Armada. They got 16 of them dogs on the lot. Holy cow. All trims. 58. All right, for an extra 10 grand. Bet you that's two-wheel drive. Let's see if I can. Drivetrain. There we go. Let's limit me to four-wheel drive. Okay, so it looks like I am looking at $61,000 for a brand new Armada. This is like base model. And these are just stock photos. The Armada looks good, I will say. I do like the look of the Armada. You know, we would be getting a base model truck as opposed to, you know, a premium trim level. But this surely a 2026 is, yeah, this is a 26. Surely this has features that we need. It's got a V6 with twin turbos. Again, if this is a third car type of situation, shouldn't be too big of a deal. That actually looks pretty good. So we're talking 61 for this. 68 for that one. 68, 69. These are all stock photos. They didn't even have the photos of the vehicles on the lot. 74. My gosh. Look at all that. 83, 75. I think the resale on these is dog crap. Let's check out used. Surely they've got some used Armadas on there. Model. Oh, man. And we're looking for Nissan. Oh, there's also the Infiniti. They have a QX80. Let's click on that as well. 25 grand. What the fudge? Wow. Oh, man, that's crazy. And they only have one used Armada. Really? So they have a 2022 Armada Platinum. They want 37 grand. It's two-wheel drive. So that must have been before they did the redesign. And look at that, man. $37,000. The Infiniti is 25 grand. Resale value on these, yeah, obviously is terrible. They have 3 Sequoias. They're all the newer ones, which I am not interested in a newer Sequoia. I'm not confident in that new powertrain. I'm not excited about that. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I definitely don't feel confident buying one of these with 60,000 miles on it. I don't know anything about it. I think that's got the V8 in it. It's two-wheel drive, so it's already out of the question. I don't know what, I mean, $61,000. Let's see, Armada for sale. Jonesboro. I was looking to see the actual photos. Car Gurus might have what I'm looking for. So every time I start cross-shopping and thinking logically, I want to change my mind. These are all used. I don't want to start going down this rabbit hole. The Sequoia is a solid bet. So if I'm not doing that, I don't think Kaylee said she didn't want a GM. I don't remember exactly why she didn't want it. Maybe she wanted a Yukon. Not the XL, but a Yukon. Let's see. And these are the type of rigs that, like, I really don't want to buy used. I don't want to have to buy a third-party warranty. If I get one of these suckers, I want to get it new with a manufacturer warranty and then trade it in before anything bad happens, just like everybody else does. I just don't know if I want that to be my third vehicle. New, I want to see a new GMC Yukon. And model. What's the model? What's the... I don't even know how to spell Yukon. The AT4 Ultimate. Good God. That's not even an XL. Are you telling me? Oh my God. The central price is $106,000 for an AT4 Ultimate. Oh my gosh. The crazy thing is these are everywhere. Everybody down here is driving one of these things, it seems like. And I'm bitching and moaning about buying a car for $46,000. $82,000 for the Elevation. The AT4, $92,000. Denali, $98,000, $98,000. 103. Wow, that's 92. God, money must be cheap these days. Holy cow. 83,000. 100,000. So I guess my problem is that I am wanting to buy this without a trade. So I don't want to, I mean, I'll throw a pretty good down payment on it, but when you're talking about a $100,000 vehicle, my down payment's not going to really put a dent in that. So I would rather get into this Sequoia, then get that situation straightened out, get that truck paid for and all that. Then I can think about trading in the GX or just selling the GX outright. Then taking that money plus a down payment and then get into something like this. The hard part about the third vehicle situation is just you got to get it. Got to get into it. Yeah, I think a brand new one of these is out of the question. So what about a new Expedition? So we have the Ford dealership in town is Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh Ford. There we go. I want a new Fords for sale. Model. We're going to do Expedition, not a Max. 64. Okay. Is that a 4x4? I'll be surprised. 64 for an Expedition. See, at least they have something on the lot at that price point, which is still a lot. There's no way this is four-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive. Okay, so that's how they get you. I mean, not everybody needs four-wheel drive. I get that. I probably don't even need this thing to be four-wheel drive. I just like it. I want it. We do get snow and inclement weather every now and again down here. God, there's the other thing too. Look at this freaking the steering wheel on this thing. The dash on this one's a little bit better. I hate this. I hate this turn dial, park, reverse, neutral, whatever the gear shifter. I hate that. Look at this. Plus and minus for your gears. It's like they're trying to do everything they can to make an internal combustion engine look like an electric car. They want it to look like a Tesla because they think everyone wants a Tesla. I don't know. Maybe the premium owners, maybe the people who want this truck are okay with that. But look at this. There's not even buttons on the steering wheel. It's just another mouse for the computer. That's just not what I'm looking for, man. It's just not what I'm looking for. What is that? 6.6 APR? 6.7%. That's if you're approved. Damn. My bank beat that for sure. 6.9. That's pretty wild. Anyway. 168 others are interested in this vehicle. Sure they are. They're going to look at that shit. They're going to find out. No way. Let's see. Should I share the live stream? Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Don't want to mess with that. Guess I can copy the live stream. Concurrent viewers. There should be a share. Yeah, copy the link. And then I'll paste it to her. And I'll get some interaction there. Yeah. I think the Fords are very expensive. If you're buying a brand new vehicle, it's just going to be a ton of money. Details on this 69 grand two-wheel drive. It's just, it makes what I'm looking at seem a lot less intimidating whenever you look at buying a brand new variant of whatever that is. And for the price point of, 50 grand. Oh, here's a used one. 23 grand. What year is this? A 2020. How many miles? 111. So this is another crazy thing, man. Look at this truck. This is an XLT. Granted, base model truck. 2020. It's the same year as this freaking car that I'm looking at. I bet you the Carfax is probably good on this too. Oh, it's been in an accident. I'll give you that. Rear-ended. What else? One owner. Arkansas vehicle. Red River. Oil and filter. Oil and filter. Tires rotated. Dun, 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 dun. Are we comparing this car I want with a new car that I want? No, I mean, kind of. I'm looking at the Sequoia. Carfax. Was that on Carfax? Sequoia? It's like 46 grand gets us that Sequoia. 47, I think. And I'm trying to cross shop with other vehicles in the price range. There's not a lot of vehicles at that price point. Not a lot of used vehicles, period, that I'm super comfortable buying with 100,000 miles. Especially at that price point. So like, well, what are you going to get for that $47,000? In the used market, you're going to get a lot of, I don't know, wild cards. You're not really, I mean, this right here is on an Expedition. It's on Kavanaugh's lot right now. It's an XLT. It's a 2020. It's got a minor accident. What it says, they want 23 grand for it. Carfax One owner. It's white, not silver. We know we like that. It's not a Max. Regular oil changes. I mean, shoot, this sucker meet our needs pretty good. It's not four-wheel drive, so there you got that. Then, of course, we've got a Timberline here, a 2024 for 60 grand. So this one's interesting. How many miles are on this one? 43,000 miles. And this is a 2024 Timberline. Which we're looking at 47 grand. You know, after travel and everything, you're basically looking at 50 grand. After travel and time committed. This is an additional 11 grand for something like this. Now, this one is four-wheel drive. Makes me wonder, should we spend another 10 grand to not have to deal with travel and all that? I mean, shoot, we could get this thing today. What else they got? This one's used. Yes, that one was used. And then we got the new boys, which there's just nothing new that we're going to really get in this price point. Like everything new is bananas. All right, so let's see. Let's ask Gemini again. Gemini, what is I'm looking at a used 2024 Ford Expedition Timberline. They want $60,738 for it. It's got 43,000 miles on it. It is four-wheel drive. Looks pretty clean. But I'm comparing this to a 2020 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro Edition. And that Sequoia has 103,000 miles on it. I'm very confident in the Toyota in terms of reliability. What sort of problems are we seeing with Expeditions like this Timberline here?
It's wise to consider the potential reliability differences between the 2024 Expedition and a 2020 Sequoia TRD Pro, especially with the mileage difference. For the 2024 Expedition Timberline, some reported concerns include potential transmission issues, excessive oil consumption, and various technical glitches or electronic issues. There was also a recall for specific 2024 models related to potential oil leaks. The 43,000 miles might put you in the range where some of those concerns might start to appear, depending on maintenance history. In contrast, Toyotas tend to have a strong reputation for reliability, and the 2020 Sequoia is generally considered dependable, even with the higher mileage of 103,000. The TRD Pro is also quite capable. Are there specific features you prioritize besides reliability?
Yeah, well, it needs to be a good family hauler. Really, these two vehicles specifically are right in the ballpark. But, you know, I don't trust the Expeditions. I mean, right there, you said that they've got oil leaks. There's recalls. This one here, I'm looking at the Carfax right now. It's got an open recall for, let's see, at least one open recall. And I can't really see what the recall is for. But yeah, I'm not, I mean, it's going to cost me an extra 10 grand to get this car. And then I might have to freaking fix a transmission. Okay, all right. The recall was actually for center console chrome trim peeling. All right, you can have that. Hmm. All right. Well, Gemini is not going to work there. So that's interesting on the Carfax. Like it was sold or it was serviced in March. Oh, no. Vehicle offered for sale in March of 2026. Then we see in May, the registration was issued in Tennessee. And then now it's back again in June. 1 month. 1 month later, it was offered for sale. There's something wrong with that car. There's got to be something wrong with that car. And so it's, I hate cars. I don't hate cars. I love cars. I hate that the more I look at all these cars, the more I think that driving to freaking Florida to buy a freaking 7-year-old gas guzzler makes more sense. Dang. They better not sell that before we get there. They better not. I'm trying to find that listing. Now it was Fort Walton Beach Toyota. There it is in stock, 46.9. No accidents, 3 owners, but it looks like the owners seem to take care of the vehicle. So, yeah. I think if I'm getting a Ford or a GM, I'm getting it brand new. And I just don't want to spend that much money right now, I don't think. Just because it's not that it's not worth it. I mean, the cars are expensive because they are what they are. I will concede to that. It's not like you spend 90 grand on an Expedition and you don't get your $90,000 worth. The cars are amazing. When they work, it's an amazing vehicle. And people want all this crap in their cars. I get it. Heated and cooled seats. I mean, that's old news, actually. I mean, self-driving capabilities, Wi-Fi on board. You want automatic everything. You know, you want premium. You want 50 speakers in the thing. I get it. And you want all the horsepower in the world. You want to get good gas mileage. Like, that's what people want. I'm on board. But getting into that car without having a trade-in is kind of, I mean, it's tough. It's tough for most people to do that. You want to take a note. You know, I mean, could you imagine buying one of those with like 0 money down? I don't know if they offer that. Surely you have to have a certain amount down, but unless you're putting like 50% down on a $90,000 truck, you're going to have a fat payment. And putting 45 grand down, not easy for most people to do unless you have a trade that's worth some shit. If you have a trade, there you go. I get it. That's how a lot of people will be getting into these things, but I need to get my next car without trading in, and that's where we're at. I had 4 views. 4 views, cool. Average view duration was 10 minutes. I've been doing this for an hour. All right, so I think I'm going to step aside from the car talk for a minute. I might send my buddy Joseph a text. Did we confirm if she wasn't going to sell it before we arrived? Technically, no, but they made the appointment. So, actually, I don't even know if you're watching still. You might be. Never did confirm directly. All right. I want to reach out to him, make sure he's doing okay. And I also asked for some more photos. Let's see, what was the last thing that they said? What time Friday best works for you to come in so we can keep an eye on the vehicle until then? Yeah, I don't know what they mean. I don't know, man. It seems like that vehicle will sell. I think somebody's going to buy that green Sequoia if we don't. Just kind of sucks that we're going to wait until Friday to do it. But I can't get down there. And no, not technically. I'll reach out again. I really don't want to buy this truck sight unseen. I don't know. I know a lot about these trucks. I'm not sure I'm confident enough in my knowledge of these trucks to straight up buy it without actually sitting in it and putting my foot on the pedal. That's on a used truck with 100,000 miles. Damn. If they're going to make me do that, I don't know. No, they haven't suggested I do that yet. Anyway, so we're going to leave that be. Yeah. So moving on now, I guess. I do kind of want to get away from talking about the cars. I finished a video game the other day, Ghost of Yote. Finished that. That's the first game that I've rolled credits on. First, like, AAA game that I've rolled credits on in a long time. I mean, I played, like, look at that stupid camera. Sideways AF. Just drifting over. I really need to figure out something for that. That's frustrating. Anyway, Ghost of Yote. That was an amazing game. Beautiful game. And I've been playing that for a while. And then I got First Light. James Bond 007 First Light. And that game seemed like it was marketed. It's probably just my algorithm. But that game seemed like it was marketed very well. And I had high expectations in terms of the fidelity and what that game was going to look like. And it so far has not lived up to it. Let's see, First Light. There was a Reddit forum I wanted to look at. Looks bad. Am I the only one who thinks 007 First Light looks bad? And I think you're not the only one, bro. Because First Light, it just looks, it looks basic. You know, it's supposed to be PS5 Pro enhanced. I get it. And I just got done playing Ghost of Yote. So my expectations were pretty high. And I get into this and it looks like, I don't know. It looks like a PS5 game for sure. But it doesn't really look like it's going to blow anybody away. This person said, I expected a next-gen high-fidelity experience for the flagship title, but it looks completely undone. I wouldn't go as far as to say completely undone. This guy said the car in particular is a joke. It's a car here. Primitive, simplistic geometry and flat textures, something straight out of a very old, maybe even PS3 era game. Totally blocky and incomplete. It's not just the car model. That's harsh. I'm not going to sit here and necessarily agree with that. I don't know a lot about making video games, but I would not say that this is PS3 era This comment here says it looks a bit dated. That's true, but it doesn't bother me, though. Not every game needs to push the envelope. I disagree. If it's a $70 game and it is a AAA title coming from a place like, I think it's IOI Interactive, like if you're coming out of the chute at $70 a pop and you're offering, paid content even above that, it does need to look like it's pushing the envelope. And I do not believe they did that. We said here, for me on base PS5, it has got small lines all over, more patterns on fabrics. I agree. Turned off all the blur effects. I do that as well. I don't know why the blurry or checkered lines, everything disturbs a lot. A patch, maybe a solution, not sure about IO Interactive. So it's the upscaling. If you're on base PS5, it's not using PSSR, so it's using FSR, maybe. If it's using FSR, it's not going to be that great of an upscaler. Then it depends on your TV settings too. So if your TV is extra sharp, it enhances, the TV is going to enhance what is being fed to it. And if it's being fed a bunch of blurry lines that are, upscale lines, that feed is going to get, upscale. If it's not as intelligent. The TV is just making what it already sees sharper, and the PS5 is feeding it some lines, so it's just going to give you sharper lines. Let me text my buddy Aaron. I'm just going to send him another one talking about video games. Join me. Okay, I don't mind the more as much, because you can argue it's just the camera. Okay, that must be the blurring effects. Tired of the low-res textures. It's the same on the Pro with these lines and blurriness. I agree, I do see it, but it got better when I turned the sharpness down and I turned down the TV has an upscaler, a built-in upscaler. When I turned that way down, it wasn't fighting this. And it got a little bit better, but still there was some there. This is far from pushing the envelope. It literally looks like something from 2014 era. So what's this screenshot look like? Yeah, that doesn't look good. I don't even know what I'm looking. Is that food? Looks like it might be a food line. There's some stuff that they just don't try on, I guess. It was hyped up to push the envelope. I agree. It seemed like it was hyped up to push the envelope. James Bond should be, but all modern tech they have, it should look more realistic, not like a cartoon. I don't think it looks like a cartoon necessarily. There's some parts of it that look good, but it's just like the resolution and the detail, the facial animations looked older. When I put in Ghost of Yotei on a crappy Vizio TV, relative to what I was playing. I mean, I've got a OLED, a Sony OLED, and that TV's got a lot of horsepower. Now I'm playing on this 65 Vizio, which doesn't have a lot of horsepower. The Ghost of Yotei blows it out of the water so much. I don't know if because it's a PlayStation exclusive that they get a little bit of a better handle on the hardware, if they can code down to the hardware better because it's supposed to be on PS5 exclusively. Maybe that's something there. But yeah, so the game does not run good on mid-tier hardware. It's exactly the issue mentioned in the latest video. I noticed that DLSS, that's the upscaler, has very low impact on performance. There's something wrong with the VSync. Yeah, the game is fun. I will say that. It plays fun. Seems like it's a solid 60 frames per second. I enjoy that. But it does not look very impressive overall, especially when, and I'm comparing it to Ghost of Yotei. Maybe I shouldn't compare it to Ghost of Yotei, but I definitely am comparing it to Ghost of Yotei. So at this point, I've talked a lot about video games, talked about the car, talked about finishing Ghost of Yotei, talked about a lot. I'm starting to get this feeling that like I want viewers. I want people to see this. But I know that that's not the goal of this. The goal of this is just to kind of be. I don't know. I don't know where to go to next. It's like viewers, in a way, like if the chat is going wild and if viewers are watching, then it seems like I'm doing something right. It's like it's very easy for viewers to become the driving force, which in a way, if somebody cares enough to watch this, I would like to acknowledge that. But I think it does take away from the intent, the purpose of what I'm trying to do. So right here, I've got a camera that's wacky. I want to try to reposition this camera, and I've got a microphone stand that I can work on. Try to get my third microphone going. All right, so I made some changes on that camera. So maybe that will do a little better. Since I am curious about viewers, I guess I will send this out to somebody else. Maybe I do want to have some people that are watching this and joining in. I like to send it to my brother, though. I'll send it. Oh, well, my grandfather never said anything about that. I'll send another one to my grandpa. Surely he's got time. Jeremy. Jordan. What is... I can send one to Brett. And where's my brother at? Can't really expect a lot of people to tune in on a Monday. What is this? Yes! Photo of the engine bay. Gah! Looks pretty clean. I got a Toyota brand battery. That looks good. It's the 5.7. Yes, everything's expected. Looking at the engine block, I don't see... Looks cleaner than my truck's. That's for dang sure. Maybe a touch of corrosion there on the head, but like, I mean, it's all aluminum. Shit, the engine bay looks good. You know what's interesting, though, is there's no sound insulation on the hood. And on the Tundra, there is. But that's not the first open hood pick that I've seen, and there's not been that insulation. So that looks good. Thank you for the photos. Anybody else? I wanted to send this to Joseph. He must be studying. I hope that he is doing well passing his boards. Maybe I can send another one to my friend Josh Morse. Send one to him. Paste. Good. And then I was also going to send one to Trent because I don't know if I've actually sent him one yet. So there we go. All right, now let's figure out what this microphone stand looks like. This is trash. Trash here. And this does not look like it's going to be robust enough for what I'm going for. There's no way this is going to be good enough. Uh-huh. All right, that's okay. I mean, this seems... All right, I guess. I will need an adapter, I believe, to get this guy on here. Yes. It should come with an adapter. And here we go. Yep, should have to do this. And this. Put that on there. And put this on here. No. This on here. Oh, shit. And then this is going to go. Shoot. Nobody reads the instructions, right? Who needs the instruction manual? Who's that? Oh, more photos of the truck. Very good. Much appreciated. All right, so that's doing its thing. Oh, bro, this isn't going to work. Damn it. I'm going to have to return this. What a pain in my ass. What a waste of time this was. Maybe I can tighten. Maybe I can make the thing tighter. Look at that. That's just doop. So I would need to tighten up this particular joint right here. Okay. All right, maybe. Okay, maybe it'll work. I think it said it would support a decent amount of weight. All right, I need to tighten this one down here as well. I want it to be adjustable and not fall. I'm guessing the more I adjust it, the more it's going to loosen these joints up and make it more prone to fall. And okay, that's pretty good there. Oh yeah, that's pretty stiff. And let's tighten this up here. All right, that's actually kind of a smoother experience in general. Okay. I've got any word from Joseph. I have not got any word from Joseph. You're not even watching, Jordan. Yeah. Log in and I'll tell you everything I know. Okay. So, new microphone. Now, what I need is the USB-C cable that came with it. And it came with a long one. USB. Yes. USB goes down here. If anybody can hear me, I'm just threading the USB cable through. There we go. There we go. All right. Now I should hook this sucker up under here. USB. Let's go up the top, I guess. Yeah, the mount on this is kind of annoying. Like, why would you make it so you can't, once it's plugged in, you can't go over here. You can't actually tilt the thing up without turning the thing over. You can unplug it again. Maybe I'll do it like this. Up like that. Hello. Hello. This one seems like it's working. Doesn't sound very good. So I don't know. Let's see. Now back to my audio mixer. So this is definitely working, but USB 4. All right, now we're up to, yeah. This one definitely has some issues. Depth there. 50 again. So this one is banging. I think I had it set to 45 on the other one. That'll match that. And then, of course, I've got the advanced processing on here. The noise gate. I want to turn the noise gate on. And I want it to mimic combo 1. So the noise gate threshold minus 38, minus 18. So threshold is pretty close. Minus 18 here. Yeah, okay, so now the noise gate's banging here. But then I need to adjust something else. Right? Hysteresis is 33%. Whatever the hell that means. All right, so now this mic should be about the same. Ugh, I can hear all those clicks on there. That's annoying. The problem with this now is that in my head, I'm getting this crazy latency echo, which is annoying. Very annoying. And I have to do more than just turn down the headphone. Well, that's the wrong one. I can turn down the headphones a little bit, and that kind of makes it help. But then the other solution here is actually just going to be to plug the headphones directly into the back of this microphone. So we'll do something like this. So for the person who's using this microphone, they can monitor themselves. And if it's directly, then it sounds okay. Right? So whenever this sounds a million times better. Way to go. This is great. No latency whatsoever. But whoever's talking in these or using these headphones are going to hear the echo. So I don't know. Maybe this one should be my primary microphone and headphone setup. And then I just tell whoever comes over as a guest that they have to use these headphones hooked directly into the box, and they get to listen to my echoey, toilety sound. But it may not be too big of a deal because I think it's probably your voice that's most important. I don't know. And then if I'm I get the latency here too. Weird. Well, I don't love this. This is annoying. This is a very annoying way to add a third microphone because now this sounds fine in my headset here, which is hooked directly into the back of this. So this microphone sounds great. When I put these headphones on, this microphone doesn't sound great at all. It sounds echoey and lame. But this microphone sounds fine, right? No, this microphone's very quiet. Why is this microphone quiet now? That's because I'm using, yeah, why is this microphone quiet? Is it because my headphones are turned down? All right, so now it sounds fine, but this one sounds terrible. I don't know, you probably just have to get used to it. So I'm going to have to, I don't know. Whenever I actually have 3 people on here, it's going to be kind of tough to get that figured out. So now I'm on PodMic USB. This is me talking to PodMic USB, listening through PodMic USB, and then this is me talking on PodMic XLR and listening through the PodMic USB, and it sucks. Perhaps I could change some headphone settings or something. Where's my mouse? Lost my mouse. Let's see. I'm not sure I'm going to dig into that right now because it's, well, this is coming through PodMic. Am I picking up? Is that what it is? Am I just picking up an echo from these other microphones? No, that's not it. Got some stuff to figure out. Definitely have some stuff to figure out. So let's go back to the main mic. All right. I'm back, baby. Got my third microphone set up. Don't love it. I don't love the sound of it, but I don't think that there's much I can do to get away from that because I'm using two different formats. I'm using a digital format with a USB-C, and then on the other one, I'm using XLR. Oh, how is YouTube going? I don't have anybody. I have nobody. Well, I had 2 viewers, 6 views total. Great. Let's see. Ouch. My knee is hurting. And let's go back to my scene builder. And this is what I look like. Hello. Hello, everybody. No word from my guy yet. Good luck. All right, so the shocks on this truck are definitely original. Sway bar looks good. Shocks are dirty. Definitely dirty, but they look all right. Probably going to need to get rebuilt. Ball joint, upper ball joint looks fine. Give me another picture. Boot looks okay. Doesn't look, not a lot of corrosion at all, really. Ball joint looks good. This looks good. All right. Yeah, I mean, shoot, man. That looks okay. That looks okay. Got the TRD skid plate, too. That's nice. Okay. Well, I would assume that if you're going to give me images of the suspension components, that you would also give me images of the rear. But that's just me being me, I guess. I don't know. What's wrong with me? What is the matter with me? And pulling up my messages here, I can see this. All right, so what happens if I close the computer completely? What happens if I close the computer completely? Does what I'm talking about change? Did you get more pictures of the truck? Yes, I did. I got some photos of the engine. I can send these to you. Some photos of the shocks, but not the rear. And coming your way. So now the experiment is going to be, should I close? Should I close the computer? If I turn on auto cut, it really should just cut to me. But then if there's sound that comes in through the computer, like right here, My grandfather never said anything about that. I'll send another one to my grandpa. Surely he's got time. Jeremy. All right, that wasn't working how I wanted it to. It should auto cut to camera 3. Camera 3, that's low priority. USB 1 chat. So which one is going up with USB 1 chat? We'll keep that at Unity. Auto should still be running. And here we go. I got a Toyota brand battery. Cool. All right, that's what I'm looking for. And then if I'm talking, yes, everything's expected. If I'm talking over USB 1 chat, it should so it's fighting. It's fighting me a little bit. Trucks, that's for dang sure. Maybe a touch of corrosion there on the head, but like, I mean, it's all aluminum. Shit, the engine bay looks good. You know what's interesting though is there's no sound insulation on the hood. Oh, I didn't want to do that. You know, I want to turn that off and then maybe adjust the sensitivity on the auto switcher. For me, yeah, that's high priority. Oh, no. Medium priority on that, and then high priority on that, and high priority on that. Right, so now if I play the music or play the sound, I can send another one to my friend Josh Morse. Send one to him. Paste, good. And then I was also going to send one to So now whenever I talk over that, yeah, it should easily switch back to me, which is what I like. Sent him one yet. Good. All right. So now it's coming back to me. That's good. And then if there's any sound coming in through the computer, then it would switch back to the live, the wide angle, which is also good. So now, as an experiment, I'm kind of just turning off the computer. I have no computer in front of me. I was going to try to make the, I was going to try to have the chat available to me. I don't want to create shorts. I just want to do a live. I would like to have the chat like right here in my phone. But it's not, it doesn't seem like it's going to let me do that. So maybe YouTube Studio. I don't think this is going to make it work either. Plus, if I hit add, I can add a video, but that's not what I want to do. Yeah, I would like to have the chat just on my phone. And I don't know how to do that. Not sure if I'm going to take the time to make that happen or not. Not right now. I've been at this now for an hour and 40 minutes. And I'm not really sure if I solved anything in my mind. Definitely was thinking a lot about this truck, getting this car. I think it's a good car. I think it's going to be a fine car. I think that right now, getting into this as a third car would be great. And then maybe trading off one of the other two vehicles in the future and getting into something maybe a little bit more luxurious or something a little bit newer would be a better move. That way we don't have to pull a big old down payment. Well, it's just these cars are so expensive these days. So I would really like to trade something to get into a car a little bit better so it don't go upside down right away in it. Oh, man. I don't know why. I don't know what there is to do. I don't know what else there is to say. Life is good. Very blessed right now. If you think about it, it's Monday afternoon. And it's, what time is it? Freaking 2:08, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm upstairs. I've been up here for almost 2 hours doing nothing. Before that, I was at the gym. Before that, I went to Target. And before that, I went to work. And I was at work for an amazing, shoot, man. From parking lot to getting let out, dude, it was I had like 6:30 in the parking lot. It was 2 hours and 10 minutes before I was able to go home. Not every day is like that. And I'm on call tomorrow, so I'm sure that I will spend some time at the hospital tomorrow. Hopefully not too much time, but I will spend some time there. On the agenda for the rest of the day, really, I need to focus on some dinner. I got to get dinner cooked, have some dinner ready for today, and have some leftovers ready for tomorrow, because I won't be home most likely for dinner tomorrow, being on call. And it'd be good. You wanna make big dinner tonight. That way tomorrow's not that big a deal. You can just microwave something, be good to go. Could go for some more caffeine. I really don't want to run downstairs and get it. I think my son is sleeping downstairs. I think my daughter is also sleeping. Sometimes I'm afraid to go down there to wake them up. I want them to get their nap. It's like, you wake Henry up and he is like glue, man. He needs 110% of my attention all the time. And the other thing is, like, I've listened to old guys talk before. I've heard it all. One day they're not going to want to pay attention to you, so enjoy it now. One day they're going to want to hang out with their friends, and they're not going to want to hang out with dad. And you're going to miss it. I know I'm going to miss it. I know. But God, it's so hard sometimes. It wants to be, dude, just so many questions. Everything's a question. Can I tell you something? Dad, can I tell you something? And he's so fun. He's so funny. God, he's smart. He's funny. He experiences true joy. My son does. Henry experiences true, genuine joy. I can see it in his heart. It's almost like I can see his soul. When he thinks something is funny, oh my gosh, it's for real funny. He feels it. Whenever it's like it's very pure, because one day he's going to be an adult, and the things that make things that are so enjoyable to kids, well, they're not so exciting to adults. I mean, this kid could get excited about taking out the trash. You want to help me take out the garbage? Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, it's raining. Whoa, yeah, it's raining. Go to the store. You want to go to the store to go get some medicine that dad forgot to get because he wasn't using a list, and now he has to go all the way back to the store. As an adult, you're like, it's like, fudge. He's like, let's go. Life is just so pure as a kid. And I see that in him. And one day he's going to be an adult. And he's going to have all the same stupid problems that I've got. He's going to be, I don't know, I guess maybe that's my job. Maybe my job is to ensure that when he's an adult, less of what affects me affects him. I mean, I'll admit it. I'm a grumpy dude. I'm a grumpy dude, man. It's very easy for me to go, bah, humbug. I don't want to do anything. I'm not adventurous like I might have used to be. I'm so conservative with it. Like everything is just, I don't want to fly in an airplane. I don't want to deal with the headache. I don't want to rent a car. Vacations are a nightmare to plan with me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't want to organize all that. But every now and again, I get this weird little, burst of energy, and I get this idea, and, then I do want to plan a vacation. I do want to plan a trip. But it seems like it's, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just being an adult. Maybe I'm just depressed. Maybe I just have depression. Is that what that is? I think that's what they say. Depression is just, whenever, things that may used to have been enjoyable, you don't enjoy anymore. Want to isolate yourself. I mean, I've been not diagnosed with depression, but I believe I've been depressed before. I think everybody probably has experienced depression before. I have a problem where I might experience depression and then I do other things that contribute to the depression, and it turns into a cycle, a feedback loop of, like I'm depressed, so I want to take a nap. Well, then it's like a perfectly beautiful day. I'm depressed. I want to sleep. Well, then I sleep for an hour and a half, and then a big portion of the beautiful day is gone. And now I'm like, well, now I'm depressed because I was depressed and I slept, And I get into this cycle. I don't want to go to the gym. Well, now I'm depressed because I didn't go to the gym because I didn't take the time to. It's like work, bro. You have to fight it. Like depression is a battle for some people. Maybe it's not like this for everybody. Maybe I do need to see a fucking doctor. But like depression is something that I feel I have to actively fight every day. I have to be making steps towards not being depressed. I can't let off the gas. I have to have schedule, routine. I have to intentionally avoid, napping. I get this pull. I'll get out of work 11 o'clock. I think Henry's coming upstairs. I think this door's locked. I'm not sure if he's going to want to hop on the microphones or not. I'm going to go let Henry in. He's knocking. Hang on, dude. I'm coming. Me? Maybe you hop on the microphone.
I was gonna go sleep, and I tried to tell my mammy about that Sonic, cause I downloaded a Sonic game.
You downloaded a Sonic game.
Yeah, and it's a Sonic show. It's like 3 Sonic shows.
3 Sonic shows.
Yeah. Daddy, let me tell you something.
What you want to tell me?
Can you try to get that to work to the TV and try to search Sonic games, and then you will find it.
I think I found it on there. The Sonic game is on the PlayStation, yeah.
I know, but you have got to search it and see that I downloaded it.
I saw it yesterday when I was playing Ghost of Yote.
But I was gonna play it.
We can't play it right now. It's only 3 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock.
When can I play a game?
You know what time you can play a game, right?
5:00.
5 o'clock.
I was gonna be. I'm really good. But I was gonna be really good.
You have been doing really good, but I don't want to play games until it's 5 o'clock because that's just what we do, man. That keeps the schedule on. I got the microphones going. You see, I got a third microphone here.
That's like a little one.
Yeah, it was just like that one over there on that chair.
How did you get that one?
I got it from Amazon. And then you can talk on this one or you can talk on this one. The problem is the headphones on with this one. This one sounds funny in the headphones. I don't like that. This one sounds okay in the headphones. Here, listen to this. You don't want to?
No.
That's fine. You don't have to do it. Did you just take a nap?
I was trying to, but I couldn't.
You couldn't sleep at all?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
So you didn't take any nap?
No, but
Were you just watching TV or what?
I was just watching TV, but I couldn't go to sleep.
Well, what show were you watching?
I was watching so much Ladybug.
Miraculous Ladybug? Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Is
couldn't.
Miraculous Ladybug, is that your favorite show?
It's so much favorite shows that I like.
Tell me about all your favorite shows.
It's Sonic
Okay.
and Nemo and Ladybug
Sonic, Nemo, Ladybug.
and like silly shows.
Well, what's a silly show?
I was like me, like silly show. Like, do you remember that time Evan was like so funny when he was playing a different Minecraft game? Evan was like sad. Do you remember that?
I don't remember Evan being sad.
Yeah, but then you turned it on, and his eyes and everything else was dumb.
Well,
And I was gonna laugh, but I loved it.
we don't say dumb, though.
And I also like mountain shows that you like.
The mountain shows?
Yeah.
Like, what mountain show?
Like, do you remember that mountains that we used to watch a long time ago?
Were they climbing mountains?
Yeah.
Hmm.
There was one guy climbing a mountain.
One guy climbing a mountain. Was it on YouTube? Oh.
And I also like a normal game that like Calamity Sam or somebody else plays on YouTube. And I also like the Nighty Night shows.
The Nighty Night shows?
Yeah, for me and you.
Like, I'm trying to think of what we watch at night. Sometimes we like to watch those, like, painting shows, like Bob Ross. I really like watching Bob Ross. He calms me down. Then we watch that one show, abandoned shows. Yeah, people walking through abandoned buildings and stuff.
I also love Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have as many hands to count to Bob Ross.
You don't have as many hands to count to Bob Ross?
No, I like have this 5 hand, like 1 hand, 2 hand, 3 hand, 4 hand, 5 hands.
Those are fingers.
5. I have 5 fingers, and I have 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger, and 5
So how many? 5 fingers plus 5 fingers? That's like, how many fingers is that? That's like 10 fingers.
No, it's like 14 fingers.
4 10 fingers?
Yeah.
I think it's 10. You should count them. Count them all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I told you.
Can I like some can I please watch a little bit of some Evan Storm?
You want to watch some Evan Storm up here? Yeah, you can watch some Evan
I
Storm.
think that'll help me sleep when I come back downstairs.
It's kind of late now, man. I don't know. You really didn't sleep at all?
No, but I think Evan Storm will help me sleep.
Well, I hope Evan Storm does help you sleep.
But since it usually the remote on the upstairs TV doesn't work, so we're probably gonna have to use like one of our controllers.
That remote should work. The one on the table there.
That you like, it was like when you told me that remote, I like got that.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot get like down, like this claw from the couch to the table.
You can crawl from the couch to the table?
I could crawl to the couch from the table. Here you go, Dad. You can turn on the Evan Storm, but turn on not scary Evan Storms, like regular Evan Storms games for me.
Not scary Evan Storms.
No. If you see scary Evan Storms, like don't watch them.
Okay.
If you don't watch them.
I don't want to watch them. I don't want to watch them at all. That's the PlayStation?
Yeah.
How'd that turn on?
Go up.
Oh, I don't. Oh yeah, go up. Sorry. There you go.
I told you that was how you do it.
You were right. You were right.
That's how we can play. What? Can I have the remote to like turn on the show for me? Can I have it?
Here you go. Only Evan Storm. None of that other stuff. Shout out to Evan Storm.
Evan Storm.
Evan Storm. All right. Henry, I'm going to be talking into the microphone while you're watching TV, okay?
Daddy, look at that one.
I see that. That's Monster Mini Jam. That's RC's.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
No.
Those are nice RCs.
Is this abandoned?
That is abandoned. That's Exploring with Josh.
I know it.
I need to turn off the bass. Okay, so Jacob Kindbush texts me, and yes, I would be happy to help you. I don't know if you're watching or not. I don't know if you'll ever see this or not. Links to all the stuff you're using for the podcast. Church just wanted to move forward with the podcast, so I'm helping with that.
Daddy,
Seem to have a pretty simple, streamlined equipment and process. I might be booking you in the near future. Yes.
do you see this one?
Yep, that's Astrobot. And that is not Evan Storm.
I just wanted to show you it.
Okay. I see that. I see it. All right, I'm going to open the computer back up again. And I might be able to see. I have 2 viewers. Yay, viewers. My computer has been closed. So whoever was viewing, who was watching this, I was not participating. Josh Morse, YouTube. Isaac's got a YouTube channel. Oh, really?
Isaac.
Yeah.
Like my friend Isaac?
No, a different friend, Isaac. I don't know if you remember this guy.
Is he like a big Isaac but not little? Is he big?
He's bigger than you, yeah.
Why?
He just is, man. I'm trying to Command C, copy that. I'm gonna check out Isaac's YouTube channel. Can't be reached. Darn it. I'm gonna go to your channel, and if you subscribe to him, I could see him there. I can't really see that link. Was that purple? Purple the ghost?
Daddy, this is one of Emily sword cells. Did you know that?
Purple ghost.
Can you see this, Daddy? It's a chicken banana one.
Bro, I told you. Oh, that is Evan Storm, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken banana. All right, that is not what I was looking for. Purple ghost. Well, Josh, you're probably going to have to text me. If you're watching, you have to text me that channel. I can't really see it. Mom was about to leave. Okay. Now, here we are. Oh, hey, you must be watching. Purple Ghost VR. I'll subscribe. What's this about? Why isn't it actually playing? Oh, is that on YouTube Studio? Purple Ghost VR. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that looks neat. Gorilla tag. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a lot of content here. Got a bunch of videos. Got 1,100 views on this one. Oh, yeah. That's just using the audio there. That's interesting. Oh, I can't use my shorts. I set a limit on my shorts, so I stopped using so many YouTube shorts. That's cool, man. What's been up, Josh Morse? You should come down here, and then we should do this together. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to have a friend up here to do this with. Henry doesn't want to do it anymore. Not really sure he should be online anyhow. In that way. What was bumping? Software update? Yeah. Oh, man. Well, I've been doing this for 2 hours now, and I'm not really sure what the value of this one's going to be. Kind of got distracted with all my own personal stuff. Shopping for cars and talk about video games. Not really a whole lot of value in this recording, I don't think. Sometimes I don't know, when I shut off the computer before Henry got up here, I was kind of just riffing, monologuing, talking about stuff. And that seems to be, once I dig into that space, that seems to be where some interesting stuff comes out of my brain. And I like that. I think that this live stream type of project is where that stuff can come out. And if anything good comes out, well, then I will try to tap into it and, record it and turn it into something valuable. Yeah, see, I'm just getting a little bit distracted. Well, for whoever is watching, it doesn't seem like anybody's watching anymore. Now seems to be a good time to give it up. Conspiracy theories, but you're not watching anymore. Everyone wants conspiracy theories. I think conspiracy theories are a conspiracy in themselves. I think that AI is generating new conspiracy theories that make a lot of good sense. And we are, as a population, just drawn to things that could possibly be true. And if they were true, it would change things. That's the whole reason a conspiracy theory is good, right? Like, that's why it's attractive. It's because it's a theory about an alternative set of facts, potential facts. And if the conspiracy was true, then a lot of other things are offset. If the moon landing is not true, how we know it to be true, then a lot of other things are not to be true. So it's just like unknown. But there are conspiracy theories that have been true. MK Ultra, I don't know a lot about that one, but I know it's true. There's like the Tuskegee experiments where they gave a bunch of people syphilis on purpose. That's messed up. I mean, if they would give an entire town syphilis on purpose, maybe they would fake the moon landing. I don't know. Yeah. It'd be good to have somebody else in the chair, just kind of chatting. Because now I get anxious. Like I'm anxious now because if there's silence, that means I'm not actually doing anything. Maybe the silence is good. It's not. It's not really that good. If you're putting on a show, silence doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I think I'm going to actually tap out on this one. I've been up here for 2 hours. The equipment all ran flawlessly. I will say that. Very happy with how, the camera, the number 3 camera kind of got wobbly on me. Definitely not perfect. Yeah, look at that. It's crooked AF right now. But it is kind of a silly setup. So who knows? Whatever's going to happen the rest of the week. I might do this again. I think I'm going to try to do more without the computer. But then that's when it scares me, because whenever I'm talking without the computer open, I start saying stuff that, I don't know. When my brain isn't distracted, who knows what's going to happen. What are you looking at, guy? Yeah, okay, let's have fun. I think that's Evan's cousin. Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel, some friends that also do a YouTube channel. All right, I'm going to end the live stream. Thank you for everyone who listened and tuned in. I will see you guys another time. I do have to get out of here. Goodbye.